Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I am Peter Ryan T. Andrade, and for today, I'm gonna discuss the conversion of English expression into mathematical sentences and vice versa. And now, let us start. Here we have the symbols and operations. We have the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the equal sign. So in addition, we can translate it as plus, sum, total, added to, added with, added by, augmented, raised, more, increased, put together, exceeds by. In subtraction, we can translate also it as minus, the difference, subtracted from, subtracted by, diminish, less, decreased, and separated. And multiplication, we can translate it as times product of, multiplied by, multiplied with, multiplied to, doubled, tripled, twice, thrice, and etc. And in division, we can translate also it as divided by, quotient, per, ratio, in, halved, over, overall, or split into. And in the equal sign, we can also translate it as equals, is equal to, represents, is the same as, is similar to, is equivalent to, exactly, and results in. The most common error that we usually do in translating the equal sign is putting the word is equals to, which is grammatically wrong in mathematics. And let's proceed to the next. We have here the basic mathematical statements. Uh, 5 plus 9 is 14. We can also translate it as 5 plus 9 equals 14, or 5 increased by 9 is 14. And the common errors that we have here is when we say 5 plus 9 is equals to 14, which is grammatically wrong, and also the sum of 5 and 9 equal to 14, which is also grammatically wrong. And here in the subtraction, we have an example. We can read it as 29 minus 4 is 25. And we can also read it as 29 minus 4 is 25, or 29 less 4 is 25, or 29 diminished by 4 is 25. And the most common errors that we have here is 29 less than 4 is 25, which connotes different meaning. Let's proceed to the next sample. And here we can read it as 8 times 3 is 24, or 8 multiplied by 3 is 24, or thrice the number 8 is 24. And the most common error that we have here is that thrice the 8 is 24, which connotes different meaning, or 8 the product of 24 and 3, which is grammatically wrong. And in division, we have here, we can read it as 12 divided by 4 is 3, or the quotient of 12 and 4 is 3, or the ratio of 12 and 4 is equal to 3. And the most common error that we have here is the quotient of 4 and 12 is 3. So the order must be in must, especially in subtraction and division. It's okay in addition or multiplication, the order doesn't matter because the answer will be the same. But in subtraction and division, we must be in order if we solve it. Okay, and the other common error that we have in division is the ratio of 4 and 12 is 3, which connotes different meaning. And let's proceed to the next sample. Ah, so you may think that combined mathematical sentences is a hard way to translate it to English sentences, you are definitely wrong. And I'm gonna teach you how to translate this. So we have here the sample. The sum 4 plus 5 over all over 3 is 3. Or we can also read it as the sum of 4 and 5 all over is 3, or the ratio of 4 and 5 comma and 3 is 3. And the most common error that we have here is 4 plus 5 divided by 3 is 3. Excuse Sorry for that one. I apologize. And the most common error that we have there is 4 plus 5 divided by 3 is 3. Why, sir? Because when you solve it, even in a calculator, the answer will be different. It will not be 3, it will be point something something, or I don't know. And here, the next example is thrice the difference of 9 and 5 is 12. So, sir, why thrice the difference of 9 and 5 when it is in multiplication style? Because there is a whole expression there in the open and close quantity parenthesis. So thrice, what's the answer? 9 minus 5, it's 4. So 3 times 4 is 12, and that it is. And now let us proceed to the English sentences to mathematical sentences conversion. We have here some of the sample in English sentences. We have their first one, the difference of 8 and 3 is 5. So how do we translate it in a mathematical sentences? First, we need to notice that the difference of 8, so the difference, so it is subtraction. So what was the given, next given? 8 and 3. 8 and 3, so 8 and 3, 8 minus 3, 5 is 5. And now for the second sample, the sum of 6 and 4, comma, diminished by 7 is equal to 3. We must notice the placement of commas there because it will tell us a whole new expression. So in the open and close parentheses, we have there 6 plus 4 diminished by 7. Diminish means to subtract and is equal to 3. And now let us proceed to the quotient of 21 and 5 less 2 is 7. So the quotient of 21 com and comma, there's a comma there, so 20, so it's like 21 over 5 minus 2. So 21 5 minus 2 is 3, so 21 divided by 3 is 7. And here in the fourth sample, we have the sum of 9 and 7 is 13. So, or we can say that 9 plus 7 is 13, or 9 increased by 7 is 13. So you can see in the sample there, it is pretty simple. And lastly, for the English sentences, thrice the difference of 7 and 2 is 15. So thrice the difference, thrice means 3, and the difference of 7 and 2, it will be on open and closed parenthesis. So inside there will be 7 minus 2 because it said there that that is the difference and is equal to 15. Why? Because 7 minus 2 is 5 and 5 times 3 is equal to 15. And that is all for today. I hope I hope you learned something, and I will post this video discussion in my YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions, hatred, or feedback against me, please feel free to comment. And I hope you learned something today. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Goodbye.